What we got? What we got? We ain't got nobody. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Oh man, tired. Man. Um, guys, I unblocked Brian. Um, Brian Triple X unblocked him. Shout out to the brother. He sent me an email. I blocking you, brother. He one of my originals. So you know, I really don't want to. It's a shouting match. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get on that in a second. What up? What up, y'all? Um, but shout out to Brian. I told the brother I was gonna show him some love. I unblocked him, so he back. He back. Welcome to come over here. And I unblocked the other brother. Shit, I don't hold grudges. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? They look. I forget his name. Potential action potential. He unblocked too. Shit, I don't care. All right, now let me move on to the next. And the reason I unblock them brothers, I don't be in my damn feelings. I really don't give a shit. I don't. It's just YouTube, people. It ain't that damn serious. You feel me? Um, Let me say this, man. If you guys watched that damn summit, I'm sorry, but I haven't finished watching. I don't watch like most of it. Candace Owens did some damage. Now, I wasn't as quick with when can we make, what period of America can we make great again. I think Killer Mike came and actually brought that piece up about the Reconstruction era when black people actually were free from slavery and before they were actually Jim Crow and all that came into effect. I didn't watch the whole thing, but keep going. Killer Mike gonna come in. She fucked them up bad. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Cause T.I. out there to my but Candace Owens made the most powerful point when she said you guys have a small window of opportunity where your vote counts. This is the same exact thing that Dr. Claude Anderson had said. And then when what's her name came in and said that, Killer Mike said she's saying the same shit Farrakhan been saying. It's just that it's Candace Owens, so y'all booing the girl. And you got college kids. They don't know. I ain't trying to be. A lot of them know what the fuck they doing. They don't know what they talking about. They don't know shit. All they know, Democrat good, Republican bad. That's all they know. So anytime the girl started talking, they act like she was saying some bad shit. But then Killer Mike came in, and y'all know I ain't the biggest fan of Killer Mike, but he came in and he made a point about what did he say? He said, go watch Thomas Sowell, go watch Walter E. Williams. I was like, okay. Then he turns around and says, go watch Yvette Carnell in Tone Talks. Well, one guy doesn't think that it's government, the other guy does. So it's kind of, which I get it. Maybe he's just trying to get you exposed to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Then he said, Stokely Carmichael, who I've watched, and I don't agree with his political strategy, but I respect it. I respect the hell out of Stokely Carmichael. I respect, those people, but I just disagree with this the way they move. That's why I told you guys I'm not a socialist. I'm not a socialist. That's me. So I'm not just going to be a socialist just because your enemy's capitalist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to be I'm not going to say left. If you say right, I'm going to say left. That. Just because you white don't mean everything you do is wrong. Sometimes that shit does make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. But awarded to nations, you have to have heat at the UN. Okay. I didn't see that part yet. I'll check it out. You have to have a seat at the UN. I will see. Candace Hard Killer Mike did as well. Yeah, Candace came in that bitch dropping facts. Like, I don't care. I'm not, y'all don't hear me talk about Candace Owens. I done seen her say some shit that I don't particularly agree with police brutality and all that shit. She didn't really, it was like everybody, the other chick kind of left Candace out there by herself. She was handling their ass. She was. She ain't got the mouth that T.I. and every time T.I. said something, everybody was clapping. That's why I don't like shit like that, because these celebrities get on these panels and all they got to do is say racism. All these celebrities got to do when they get on these panels is say the word racism and everybody started clapping. I'm like, you can't have a real substantive discussion with motherfuckers like that. Like T.I., he'll use a big word here and there, everybody clapping and shit. No, fuck that. I want if we don't need the crowd. I'd rather the shit be online. You know what I'm saying? If people gonna go at it, let them go at it. But the crowd kind of fucked it up. Cause Candace dropped some heat that none of them motherfuckers. Now, what's that chick? I forget that black chick on the panel. Cause it was really like 4 against 1. Really. It really was. But that black chick really didn't have any type of good points. Whatever her name is. I think that's the one that then got into it with T.I. You know what I'm saying? And she's not a foundational black American, which I don't think so. And if she isn't, that can serve to be problematic, people, because people like that come into our community here. Somebody asked me to watch it. I went ahead and watched it. Sub-Zero, did you hear one motherfucker that was so concerned about getting a record deal from T.I. at the QA? No, I ain't hear that one. Niggas, boy. Niggas. I don't trust any of them. White supremacists try to control both sides of the argument. I'm not, no, guys, listen, what Candace Owens, you ain't got to trust Candace Owens. What I'm saying is listen to what the fuck she said. She said that they're removing the father. They've removed the father. They was booing her for that shit. I'm like, they did remove the father. What the fuck is there to be booing? They don't like her because they've been told not to fucking like instead of listen. You know what I'm saying? Yep, that was stupid for him to stand up and ask for a deal. But the thing is, we've been told that we supposed to not like Candace Owens instead of listen to what the fuck the girl had to say. Because when she started talking about these policies, she started talking about, look, man, you guys got maybe 5 to 10 years and it's not going to matter because 60% of the children being born in this country are of Hispanic descent. They going to be Hispanic. And the Democrats are about your ass under the bus. Facts. But you know what? I'm going to tell you some real good shit. Black folks don't understand shit but pain. You hear me? That's all the fuck we understand is pain. And we got to feel it. We got to feel this pain. That's the only way we gonna get about this situation. Is motherfuckers gonna have to see shit is gonna have to get fucked up. Everybody, the Hispanics gonna come in this bitch and have all the best jobs. They gonna run all the fucking businesses. Watch. That shit coming. It's coming. You mark my words. Everywhere you look, they gonna be running, and all the black people gonna be working for Hispanics. That's what's about to happen. Because y'all don't think, see, motherfuckers don't think shit stink until they smell it. You know what I'm saying? That's what got to happen. That girl was up there dropping heat. I don't give a damn what nobody say. She was dropping heat. When she started talking about them Hispanics, I felt her. When she started talking about them removing the father, I felt her. She started talking about statistics. She came with real statistical facts and data. Motherfuckers come with, how can you align yourself with racist? He's racist. Shouldn't you care about what's in his heart? I'm like, y'all the motherfuckers that was up here in the White House partying with Obama when niggas was getting shot down every other weekend. Ain't nobody say nothing. Y'all let the damn White House and shit throwing parties and dapping and laughing with Obama ass, and every other day a video getting dropped, a nigga getting choked and shot. See what I'm saying? Where was y'all then? Where was Obama? Y'all wasn't saying that shit when he went, not when he in there. That's what I'd have said. Y'all wasn't saying none of that shit. Now Trump in there, and I'm not even the biggest Trump guy. I'm saying at the end of the day, that girl came with some real tangible. She was talking about some real shit. Black people, you are in no position to be up here condoning these damn illegals coming into this country, taking jobs, opportunities. But like I said, motherfuckers, y'all don't care. Y'all, a lot of black folks don't give a shit. Because they care. How could you align yourself with racists? It's politics. I don't come to politics expecting everybody to care or give a fuck about my feelings or care about me like that. I don't care what you feel in your heart. You can hate my guts. You can come to a political situation with a damn Klan suit on for all I care. I can care less. You could be a member of the Klan, card carrying. I wouldn't give a fuck. How's the resources gonna get split? How well that mean he gonna do policies like T.I. said some dumb shit I ain't never heard in my life. This nigga said that I appreciate you guys lowering capital gains, but black people don't pay capital gains taxes because we don't know nothing about no capital gains taxes. So why the fuck would I care about you guys lowering capital gains taxes? I kid you not, he said that shit. This is why you don't need rappers up here speaking for you. That is the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life. Okay, you can make $100 and pay capital gains taxes on $100. What the fuck are you talking about? If you do anything and you make a certain amount of money, it doesn't necessarily. It could be real estate. Black people flip house. You got all these black people flipping houses in Atlanta, and you talking about black people don't pay capital gains. What the fuck you call capital gains that you got to pay? Go get some gas right quick. What you call it when you have to pay capital gains on the shit that you get in a lot of these communities, man? That's what that shit be. Capital gains when you flip houses and shit like that. That's what you gotta pay. Like that nigga said that shit. I was like, this is why I'm not for rappers coming out here trying to be leaders and shit like that. Like I don't want to hear shit from a rapper, or actor, none of that shit. Who are these dudes to be able to sit on this thing? Okay, you a rapper. Then Killer Mike started talking. This is some real shit. Killer Mike started talking. Killer Mike talking about, well, yeah, man. So I work with so and so, so they could get the weed law, so that no black child can lose. You could be at Clark and lose your whole scholarship. I'm like, why the fuck are you? Is this so important for you to fuck with weed that you willing to risk your whole scholarship for it? Why don't we ask that question? Why, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, listen, I know a lot of people smoke weed, okay? I'm just telling you, ass, if you get caught with weed and you can lose your education behind that shit, you might want to wait. You know what I'm saying? You listen to anyone who's well-versed. Okay, this is the thing. We can listen, but the problem is with a celebrity will get a lot of cachet in the black community and can do a lot of damage. Whereas someone who's well-versed, like somebody on YouTube, it's plenty of people I listen to on YouTube that they're not educated scholars. I didn't be some institutional scholar, but at the same time, celebrities a lot of times do dumb shit to get the crowd into it. Everything, like every time T.I. started talking, people were cheering, and it wasn't no real it was real rudimentary based arguments. It wasn't like he really said some real heavy shit, but people just T.I. said that. T.I. said, I'm like, damn, can we get a real good conversation and get a good subject and get some shit out here so we can understand what the hell going on? But we couldn't. And the reason we couldn't is because every time T.I. opened his mouth and said anything, everybody was having a damn orgasm. And you can't get nowhere. That's the problem with celebrities a lot of times. And a lot of celebrities aren't as well-versed. That's the issue. But they may feel that they're well-versed. Now what? Who's going to stop that person? Who's going to stop that? You know how much damage? That's like giving a child. Jay Morrison, I didn't say Jay Morrison shouldn't speak. You know what I'm saying? Jay Morrison's a cool brother. I'm going to put it like this. I don't agree with Jay Morrison on every subject. I don't. And I think Jay Morrison, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Jay Morrison strikes me as a cool guy who likes to be considered cool. Jay Morrison probably would have been right up there co-signing everything T.I. said. I ain't stupid. I know who I'm getting my information from and what they about. I see Jay Morrison for who he is. I like Jay Morrison, but I see him for who he is. He's well versed in real estate. I respect that brother's acumen in real estate. That's it. I don't, when it comes to political strategy, I don't go to Jay Morrison. I don't. I'll listen to a Dr. Claude Anderson before I listen to Jay Morrison. I might even actually listen to a Boyce Watkins a little bit more before I listen to him, even though Boyce Watkins follows the crowd a little bit. But we have too many black people in our community that are crowd pleasers, people pleasers, that say the shit that people need to hear. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is going to sound fucked up. The shit that black people need to hear is destructive a lot of times. The shit that black people don't want to hear a lot of times is the shit they need to hear. When she was talking about them Hispanics coming to replace your ass, and there's a tidal wave of motherfuckers that's finna outproduce you and take the opportunities and scholarships, and y'all about to suffer, and them motherfuckers booing her down. And then when she said, this is why the black community doesn't move forward, and his dumb ass gonna come out there talking about, wait a minute, the black community been moving forward. What you talking about? Everybody, yay, clapping. And then Candace Owens was like, in every statistical way that you can measure the black community, we're moving backwards. We're not moving forward. You see what I'm saying? But T.I. just said it and everybody roared it. That's what I'm talking about. Listen to that. If you could just read the transcript of it and then do some statistical research, exactly Dr. Claude Anderson said that. But the problem is T.I. say some shit and it's like it's gospel because T.I. said it. That's why, like I said, and this guy has been Somebody done put a battery in this dude's back, man. I'm telling y'all, man. They done put a battery in his back. Damn. They put a battery in his back, man. Every time he open his mouth and say something, he feel like he gotta say some shit that everybody gonna clap, and they clap. So now he feels like he's a leader, and this is why I hate to see. I think it's almost an insult that you would even have motherfuckers like that on the panel. And number one, number two, the other chick really wasn't there to help Candace. It was just Candace Owens against everybody else. Even the damn moderator was getting on Candace a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, but Candace held her own. I ain't gonna lie to her. She did. You know what I'm saying? And then when she made one point, she said, this is real black conservatism, people. It's not what you think it is. She made, man, Candace was dropping. They had to, that's why they got mad. She was lighting their ass up on that damn panel, man. Real talk. No, she didn't. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it like this. A lot of black people agree with T.I. and Killer Mike and all them. And hey, and Candace asked a great point. She said, okay, and these are the people that have ran your cities for the last 50, 60 years. The same of these ideas and beliefs that a lot of people have. And we see what we are, don't we? We see who coming in here taking our shit, don't we? These damn Hispanics. She the only person that really was saying some real, when it came to authentic black shit, a lot of times that hurt Hispanic people's feelings. Sometimes you gotta hurt Hispanics' feelings. She just repeated the same. She said every time, everything she's gonna say. Okay, well, on that panel, I don't listen to Candace Owens. You do. So I didn't know. I listened to her a couple of times. You don't hear me repeating Candace Owens on my channel. I'm not the biggest Candace Owens fan, but I think at that particular time, in that particular instance, on that particular panel, she did a damn good job, masterful job. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I feel, AJ. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, okay, she said the same thing she's been saying. Well, the problem is that shit, what she's saying is true. I mean, think about it. She's talking about the family being destroyed. That's what half of YouTube talks about. The black manosphere. The black family. That's what I say it. Edward Anderson says it. BGS says it. Who else? Shit, everybody. When you talk about feminism, she shot down that feminism bullshit. She said, I hate feminism. She was talking about the feminism. Ain't that what you hear all the brothers saying on these damn? Is that not what everybody's been saying about how feminism is destroying the family? This third wave of feminism that they pushing right now? This Me Too bullshit? This is what she was talking about. She said that. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. I don't see that as a problem. I don't think it really warranted getting booed. But the fact that somebody can say some shit and get booed, and Farrakhan could turn around and say the exact same thing and not get booed, speaks to people. It depends on who you are, more so than what you're saying. That's bad. I don't give a fuck if you the devil. Okay, if you say some shit that I actually agree with, I'm not gonna boo you. Just because you said some shit, I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. Why would you boo the woman? Because of that. You boo the woman when she says some shit you don't like. When she says something that you totally disagree with, she says some shit that you feel like, okay, that goes against my belief system, or that does a lot of damage and detriment to the black community, then I'll be like, okay, I'm with you on that. That wasn't cool what she said. I agree. But when somebody says some shit and it's solid, out like dead on, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I saw a clip of T.I. talk about blacks needing a nation to get reparations. He proved these dudes are clueless. I ain't even actually, that is kind of stupid. I mean, Holocaust survivors got reparations, not a nation per se. We give foreign aid to Israel, which is different, but he do need. I hate all these black celebs that place to distract us from illegals replacing. Exactly. She talked about some real pro-black shit, man. That to me I'm black. I don't give a fuck about you being Hispanic. I don't care about your feelings. You know what I'm saying? We need to help the black community. This is it. We need to have fathers in the homes. We need to stop pushing all this feminism, which is destroying the black community. Facts. She dropped heat. I don't see what she was fucking up and saying some shit that anybody disagree. I haven't found a real strong point. The point where he said, when can we go back to when America was great? I could tell she was a little bit fuddled and couldn't come with a comeback, a quick witty comeback. But then again, she got shouted down and wasn't allowed to say anything. So when somebody asked that question and he went back to the Reconstruction era, he actually was right. That's when we were great, actually. I talk about that shit all the time about the Reconstruction period on my channel. And not like I'm the smartest guy in the world. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, just in the sense of, guys, that to me it speaks volumes when you can talk about when black people in a matter of 7 years were able to amass $100 million in the Freedmen's Bank. We were able to own and control a lot of shit. We had a lot of people in Congress and in the House. I mean, black people was doing our thing in the Reconstruction era. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good one, man. You know what I'm saying? They booed her because she said the illegal immigrants are going to take our jobs. Facts. But see, you know what I find interesting? You got a bunch of young ass 20-something-year-olds booing a woman that's telling them the shit that they finna face in about a good 12 to 36 months. They gonna all have to face the fact that if you went to school and majored in psychology, your ass is probably not gonna be able to get a job. And your competition is gonna run. That's just facts. America is being overran with foreigners that are coming to this bitch to compete. These foreigners, can I get some likes, people? I'm at like damn near under 20%, man. Show me some love, please. But yeah, it's a lot of illegals in this country, man, that's gonna come here that then came here to kick ass, bro. They finna kick ass, and it's gonna be ours. They gonna kick. That's just a fact, man. Whether we like that shit or not, we finna get our ass kicked with these illegals. Getting our ass kicked with these illegals. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Candace Owens was one of the few people on that panel that actually said some shit instead of just some little, regurgitated shit we done all heard 1,000 times about, economics, which we all agree on. Everybody agrees on blacks economically, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing. But I'm sorry, T.I. didn't say no real profound, deep, well thought out shit to me, to be honest with you. I think T.I. just showed us why the fuck you don't need to have celebrities up there speaking. I don't. Because he's not well thought out. He's not well versed, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Let me go green for gray. Like you said, some are killing blacks in LA right now. I know they are. I know illegals are killing black folks. We getting our ass ran from LA. It ain't gonna be no LA hip hop in a minute. Kendrick gonna be our last little hoorah. Soon, ain't no it gonna the next large rapper coming out of LA is gonna be Hispanic. You mark my words, and it's gonna be more. It's more them than it is us now. So our days are numbered. Motherfuckers gonna be reading in Spanish, signs in Spanish. They're gonna be teaching that shit in school. Your ass is gonna you're gonna drop from second class to third class, bro. That's what's about to happen. And she said your vote counts right now. She says you guys have a small window of opportunity where your vote, but these Hispanics are popping out babies at an alarming rate, and these babies in 18 years is gonna be running this fucking country. I got a 3-year-old. I care, but you know what? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, like I said earlier, blacks don't understand shit but pain. Let's bring it on. Bring on the pain. That's what's about to happen. Suffering. Because your ass, you think shit, y'all don't think shit stink. That's what's about to happen. Motherfuckers out here booing somebody when they trying to tell them some real shit. You know what I'm saying? T.I. up there smirking when the girl said, I know you're smirking, but he up there laughing when she talking about them illegals. Shit. All right, and I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I know y'all don't want to hear this. This just facts right here. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all see the shit I went through? African Americans trying to get my house done. See what I'm saying? These motherfuckers coming over here and they out working our ass too. We don't understand. I'm black, so you know I give a fuck. I'm black ADOS. I give a damn about black ADOS because I'm black ADOS. You know what I'm saying? But when it come down to it, guys, you not gonna get no real respect in the minute you get. We already getting out work. They already work harder than we do, a lot of them. They already coming over here working on Saturdays and shit to them. Them jokers working 6 days a week. 6 days. They don't take Saturday off like African Americans will. They work till 6 o'clock. I get off, drive all the way across town. No, guys, I can get off, go to the gym, drive all the way across town. They'll be just loading the truck up when I pull up at 6:30, 7 o'clock. They'll be just loading the truck up. They got there at 8:30. Guys, this is the type of shit that I can't. You see what I'm saying? So it's not only is you not gonna be able to get a job, nobody's gonna want to fuck with you because you got bad reputation. And when a nigga like me say something, I'm the coon for saying it, for trying to tell black folk, hey man, maybe we need to do this, maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need to have a better work ethic. Maybe we need to start, focusing on, changing our culture in the way we look at and approach hard work and dedication and discipline. Stop downing somebody that tells you to work hard. All I did on my channel was tell my folks to work hard a couple times, and I done had people literally telling a black man to work hard is considered cooning now. Culturally, we shame people for telling black people to get their homework and don't do no 30 minutes of homework a night and expect to get good results in life. These are the basic facts, what we're up against. That's why I say we don't understand shit but pain. Pain. That's it. Black people got to get the foot put up their ass first before we wake up and say, damn, let me get off my ass and go and do this. Let me get off my ass and go fix this shit. That girl up there, I don't give a fuck. Nobody say Candace Owens kicked ass on that damn panel by herself. And ain't nobody you're not gonna hear that shit. Too many people gonna say that. Ain't enough people out here bold enough to say it. She talked about feminism. She talked about single motherhood, how that shit ruins the black community. Half of what the Black Manosphere talks about, damn near 75% of the videos on here talking about single moms. You think that's a conservative principle? When you talk about feminism, come on, guys. What you think these guys up here, go to Edward Anderson channel. That's all he talk about is the matriarchy. That's all Edward Anderson talk about. That's his subject, the matriarchy. So why is it when somebody else, when she said it, she gets booed? See what I'm saying? But people can come to YouTube and hear the exact same thing and don't get offended and booed. See what I'm saying? And this is a problem. It's a lot of people that are not prepared for what's coming down the pipe. You mark my words. It's a lot of black folks. Y'all ain't ready. We ain't ready, man. Can I get some lights? We ain't ready. We ain't ready for this shit out here, man. I know they hate her because she says she ain't Republican. Funny, she says she ain't Republican. I don't know what the fuck she is. I just think I actually respect the sister because she at least came up there and had the courage to speak and say what the fuck she should believed in, even in that hostile environment, and say, hey, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And people got emotional about that shit. Hypnotized with hatred, like Lil Boosie. He said hypnotized with an M. Like, I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is hypnotized? Black folks need to receive and correct the information without emotion. That's it. But emotion is something we gonna that's just par for the course with black people. Par for the course. What black people do, this is what we do. You'll say some shit, right? And this shit might have nothing to do with what I think it is. But I will hear in my mind that you said something that I don't like. And then I'll start speaking and I'll say things, but then you'll notice, hey, I didn't say that. I didn't say that you this and you that. Why you took it that way? And then we'll spend this hours and hours going round and round in a circle over some shit that you didn't even say. That's typical in the black community. That's what happened with Candace Owens. Candace Owens spoke some real shit that everybody, even now, if Farrakhan had a set up there and said it, wouldn't nobody had, they would have clapped. Now think about that shit. Let me show you how fucked up black folks is. If Farrakhan had a set up there and said the exact same shit, them niggas would have clapped, including T.I. Including T.I. He would have clapped too. I'm talking about verbatim. Verbatim, they would have clapped. That tell you right there, we don't know what the fuck that mean. And then Candace was getting hit in the ass, but in the belt. She was like, see, this is why it's so easy to get the black vote. All we have to do is say the word racism, and you guys stand up and clap. I love that shit. She's like, that's why all they do every 4 years, they come and tell you racism, you clap, they vote you in, and then they go about their business. They don't give you no resources. They don't. Shit, did she say something wrong? Did she say something wrong? I'm sorry. If I give somebody $1 and I give somebody 4 pennies and I tell them, hey, I gave you $1. I gave you 96 cents. Go get me some candy. I tell a guy with 4 pennies, he come back, I can't get you no candy. You ain't give me number 4 pennies. Who you gonna be mad at? The guy you gave the 96 cents to, or the guy you gave the 4 pennies to? The way I look at it, you gave 96% of your vote to one party and they ain't giving you shit. And they gave us shit for the last 60 years. Facts. We've been voting majority Democrats since the damn New Deal. This ain't been since the 60s. People really don't know their history. You go back and look that shit up. Black people been voting majority Democrat since the New Deal, since the Great Depression. We damn near 8 decades in with the Democrats, hard. And look at us. Here we are today, stagnant, behind everybody. Okay, so Republicans aren't giving any tangibles. I knew I would smoke me out of Democrat. Okay. Why the fuck would a Republican give you shit? You voting for him 4%? What are you talking about? They not supposed to give you shit. Anybody ain't that the way politics supposed to work? Somebody help me out. A Republican ain't gonna give you shit. They ain't supposed to. The one you gave your vote to, the one you gave the 96. If I got who I'm gonna be the most mad at? For the guy I gave 4 pennies to and told him to bring me back some bubble gum, or the guy I gave 96 cents to and told him to bring me back some cookies and a drink, which I'm talking about in 1985 prices, right? Go to the candy lady. Y'all remember the candy lady, right? So Republicans ain't gonna do shit for you. Like, I'm sorry, they're not supposed to. You shouldn't even be upset. This is politics. If the Republicans thought, now I'm not a Republican, thought, you know what, we could get 45, 50% of the black vote. We can get 30% of the black vote. But we gotta come with it. Then they might do it. But let's see what happened. Okay, a couple of years ago, see, because I used to be a staunch Republican. So I remember this shit. What's his face? Mitt Romney was running, right? He went before I forget where he was. He was somewhere. And he was talking, and he started talking about some stuff, and they booed him the whole time he was speaking. Every time he opened his mouth, they booed him. Let's see what else. Half ago, when President Trump got elected, he sent the lady down there to Bethune-Cookman. But the black students walked into the union and turned their backs to the lady. Didn't want to hear shit the lady had to say about giving money to them. They didn't ask no questions. They stood up, booed, and turned their backs to the lady, right? This is the type of shit that black people do. When it even come remotely close to talking to a conservative, to a Republican. Am I saying, listen, guys, don't throw no damn straw man shit. I'm not saying that the Republican Party is the answer, okay? I'm not saying, hey, you become Republican, that'll fix all your problems. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you're gonna, it's like, okay, you're so loyal to something that's all you talk about is your loyalty. You're so loyal to something, and I'm asking you, okay, what have you gotten on a state, local, federal level for your loyalty? Besides your families being destroyed, besides your schools that are beholden to teachers' unions, right? My brother is a great example. My brother's a city councilman in the city of Montgomery, or was. He just lost his election. Came in Montgomery and put. All right. I'm gonna send a text. I got a text. My brother came in there and brought in charter schools. He spearheaded, him and another guy spearheaded bringing in charter schools to Montgomery, Alabama. You know what them niggas said on election day? Oh, he a Trump supporter. That's all they said. And he lost. That was it. Oh, he that Trump guy. He that Trump guy. You talking about some industrial strength ignorant ass. I'm sorry. Industrial strength ignorance. Like, I'm talking about to the level of, like, it just ain't no hope for him. It ain't no hope for a nigga like that. I can't with a nigga that say some dumb shit like that. Oh, he one of them Trump guys. Wait a minute. What did the brother do while he was in office? Oh, he did this, he did that. Oh, he did this, he did that. Okay, cool. Got my vote. He did his job. He did what he's supposed to do. Thank you. Who is that? Ray? We deserve what we get. I believe this 1,000%. We deserve pain, and we gonna get it. You mark my. Don't worry, it's coming. It ain't shit. It ain't shit. A lot of us can't do shit about it. We can't avoid it. And I'm black. I'm gonna be hurt about it because I love black people. I'm gonna be hurt, but this shit got to happen. It's like somebody that you see, like, hey man, you 400 pounds. The doctor says you need to stop overeating. You're gonna have a damn heart attack. You're gonna have a stroke. You need to stop, man. You need to watch it, and you ain't gonna do it. You don't stop. You keep doing it over and over and over, and you ain't gonna understand until your ass be out there walking down the street one day and you fall out and then had a stroke. That's what the fuck finna happen to black folks. We finna have that massive, major event in our bodies because we don't understand pain. That's all we understand is pain. That's all you know what I'm saying? A white man that doesn't like you or a white man that's passing laws that hurt you. Well, what's worse? And you know what? I actually agree with that, but I'm gonna ask you like this. What's worse? A guy who gets in the office who says he likes you and then ignores you, or a guy who may not like you, but he may do some shit that may inadvertently help you. Like, for example, I'm black, I flip houses. You guys see me doing it, right? If I flip that house and I make $70,000 off that house and capital gains is lowered to 15%, I actually got a better chance of making it. But if I got to come up off 35% of my fucking check, that's a partner. That makes the federal government a partner in any deal I do. Now, me being ADO's foundational black American coming from the hood, from the ghetto, trying to climb my way out, which is fair. The guy who had to pay a ridiculous, you see what I'm saying? Now, who's lowering capital gains? See, it ain't just so clear cut like that. And I don't think that's what you was getting at, BP, whatever. I'm just throwing out an example. I see you. I know you weren't coming at me. Merks, I agree to have terraform system, not your needs. I agree you have to terraform the system, not your needs. You're right. Understand comes from failure. All we do is talk about the struggle. Yep. Sub-Zero rap is poison. I'm 20 years old and understand this Jedi mind trick. Oh, okay. I'm poison. Okay. I think he's talking about rap. 62 and 72 elections in South voted Governor George Wallace. Oh yeah. Let me go there for a second. Let me go. I'm from Montgomery. I'm from the capital of Alabama. Governor George Wallace is the guy that said segregation now, tomorrow, and forever. That guy right there. Oh, he from Montgomery. He from Montgomery, Alabama. He's been in a wheelchair. When I was a kid, we went to the damn governors down to the Capitol, and we saw him. The governor of the state of Alabama, George Wallace, the one that ran president that got shot, him, right? He was a Democrat, and black folks voted him in and was happy. This was a segregationist. You get what I'm saying? Black folks don't think. Like, I ain't trying to be funny. We voted a man in who said segregation now, tomorrow, and forever. And then he came back with hat in hand and said, hey, guys, I've changed. I'm a Democrat. And black folks voted him in. Now, he was in there to the 80s, actually, guys. Governor Wallace was in office. Governor Wallace was in office till damn near 1990, till Guy Hunt got in there. 1990, his wife ran, Lurleen B. Wallace. That's who his wife was. She ran. So he was running the state through his wife. And black folks I remember people saying, yep, sure did. This is the same for all southern states. 1.6 million black people in the state of Alabama voted a white segregationist back in the office until 1990. So when I hear this Southern strategy shit, I don't get it. I don't like Southern strategy shit. They voted the same guy in. Wallace ain't become no Republican. He was a Democrat. And black folks supported him. My family, they still had, that 85 Cutlass. Y'all know them cars. Man, my dad had a 85 Cutlass with that damn blue and yellow. It was blue and orange. It was a blue sign with orange letters, Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Black folks voted these jokers in. I lived in the gun 7 years. The Rose was, what you know about the Rose? Tommy Wheeler got there. Nigga, what you know about the Rose, nigga? You talking about niggas. The Rose, that's the spot, boy. You know how many niggas that got killed at the Rose? Gibbs Village, Southland, Tulane Court, Carolina Court. Oh, you talking about all the hood. Well, I'm from Ridgecrest. So you know, that's my hood. One of the biggest ones in the damn city. Ridgecrest. Anyway, I'm gonna say this, man. When it comes to politics, black people don't understand shit but pain. We gonna feel the pain. You know what I'm saying? And Candace Owens, Nixon implemented the Southern strategy. Guys, let me explain something to you about the Southern strategy. Go look it up. 7 people switched. 7. And in order for the Southern strategy to work, okay, let's say that they have, let's say all the Republicans became Democrats and all the Democrats became Republicans in the South or some shit, right? Okay, so riddle me this. Why the fuck do niggas vote Democrat in Chicago, New York, LA, areas that ain't even in the South? Why niggas is still ultra Democrat all over the country? Wasn't it Johnson who said we gonna pass this legislation and these niggas gonna be voting Democrat for the next 400 years? Didn't he say that? Who said that? Wasn't that Johnson? So I'm sorry, like, you know, we gotta, this shit is, you're right, second, politics is rigged. I don't think, like I said, I'm not a Democrat or Republican, but I just want us to be a little bit more nuanced. That's all. We just not that damn nuanced as black. When it comes to politics, we're not. We're very childlike. Lyndon Baines Johnson, that's right, LBJ. We're very childlike. 7 people switched parties during the Southern strategy. Governor Wallace was a Democrat. They voted him in like that. The guy that was the governor of Mississippi, Democrat, they voted him in. Black people supported him. Black people. I ain't mad. I love the civil rights generation because a lot of them did a lot of shit that we ain't done today. They done a lot of shit we ain't done. But I'm going to tell you like this. The civil rights generation switched and they played that Southern strategy shit, and it just seems like when the 70s hit, they stopped thinking. When King got shot, people just stopped thinking for themselves. And they're just like, shit, who they say? Okay, they say we're going to vote for this person. That's who I'm going to vote for. That shit's so bad, dog. I'm going to tell you some real shit. Well, if you just talking about Montgomery, I remember if you go to Montgomery right now, they got a precinct around the corner from where my mama's house at called Beulah Baptist Church, right? When you go to vote at Beulah Baptist, this how fucked up it is. You will get out your car and walk up to the poll, right? And it'll be a line. When you walk up to the poll, you literally have niggas walking up there handing you paper, telling motherfuckers, okay, these are the people you need to vote for. This is the shit they tell. Now, we know this shit is illegal, but the people that are watching the polls are so fucking corrupt, them black Democrats, they up there, they see them and don't say shit to them. Now, let somebody, you're not supposed to do that. That's illegal, is it not? I went to vote 3 or 4 times. I would get out my car and them niggas would literally be walking down. And I know the people that do it because I went to school with a couple of them. And they know what I'm about. So they look at me like, oh, Lord, he vote with the rich people, y'all. This dude said that shit in front of everybody. And I almost got in a fight one time about that shit. My folks looking at me like I'm crazy, like they wanted to kill my ass. Older dude, this dude about in his 50s, late 50s, like he was mad, like he wanted to slit my fucking throat because I was conservative. Like, man, kiss my ass. Because at the time I was actually Republican. But the point I'm trying to make is, guys, that's how fucked up. We so stupid. You know how dumb you have to be to let somebody give you a piece of paper and tell you who the fuck to vote for? Do you know how stupid? I'm talking about it's a piece of the ballot with all the sections blocked in where you're supposed to be writing when you vote for. And niggas is still doing that shit today. Because I asked somebody, my brother just had an election the other day. He said, oh yeah, they was doing that up at one of my precincts. Just giving people little polls and stuff. I said something to the lady. They didn't do nothing. They kept letting them do it. This is black folks. They herd your ass like cattle. You are going down to slaughter. You know they say some cattle every once in a while, they say at these meat factories and stuff, some cattle can sense that something ain't right, right? And some of them will try to run and they'll break out and run. And they had cattle, like cows will be running down the street and shit because they know what the fuck about to happen to them, right? And so you got this big ass line saying go vote. Let me tell you what's about to happen. These Hispanics, a lot of them finna start having babies. They're going to be 18, 19 years old, a lot of them, right? These babies going to get it. They're going to get up some size, and they're going to be Hispanic first, and they ain't going to make no fucking bones about it. They're going to look your black ass in the face and tell you, fuck you, I'm Hispanic first. You mark my words. Right now, that shit don't even sound right. Hispanic first, yes. Hispanic first. These motherfuckers is bold. I'm telling you now, go down to Miami. They look at you, they will look at your ass like you ain't shit. Them Mexicans out in Texas, they don't give a fuck. They be like, bitch, we gonna take it from you. What the fuck you gonna do about it? That's what they doing in California. Them motherfuckers coming over here like, bitch, we gonna take it. What you gonna do? We got the numbers. Fuck you. Now what, bitch? That's how they coming at you. And your bitch ass, and a lot of us is gonna take it. We're gonna bend down and grab the fucking ankles because we bitches. We're cowards and we're scared. And we're worried about the approval of other people. We're worried about, we'd rather not be called a coon or a sellout. These celebrities don't give a fuck. They got their millions of dollars. You let these niggas sit up here. These niggas got big 10,000 square foot mansions and shit, $200,000 cars, 30 different cars and shit like that. And they out there telling you to keep voting Democrat and you know, keep letting these Hispanics come over here and take jobs and opportunities from your ass. Come on, man. Come on now. How many people do you know that are and financially able to leave America, champ? I don't know. I had to really think about that one. I mean, ain't many of them. But shit, that might be the only damn answer for a lot of these people. A lot of the elders are ignorant and pass that BS to their kids. As a teen, I was told black people were to vote Democrat automatically with no rhyme or reason. There are going to be 3 black folks left in 2079. Let's see. That's why I'm vice president of Hold Your Own Mess Association. There you go. Let's see. The Californian politics are illegal. Mexican, black, damn it. Back, damn it, man. Yeah. Let's see. I'm speaking tangibly, not in theory. I don't know, bro. As far as how many people can leave, I don't know. How many people do you know have spare change to buy politicians or to buy the block back? Actually, a lot of them. Actually, black people can. Who was that said they're from Montgomery? You can buy houses in Montgomery for like $5,000-$6,000. My homeboy just texted me. Shout out to him, franchise. He could buy a house. He's bought houses for $4,000 and $5,000 up there in Michigan. There's a lot of areas that are economically depressed where black people live, where you can buy houses for dirt fucking cheap cash. Cash. I kid you not. You could buy stuff off the damn land bank. Look that up. Land banks. See what I'm saying? You could buy houses in Montgomery, Alabama for $500. Half the hood. You could take $500 and buy it. And if you think I'm lying, email me. If you think I'm lying, email me. I can give you the lady phone number. I had a dude email me, Gunner Warrior, shout out to him. He called the lady, oh shit, that's the truth. He sent me an email. Like, damn, you wasn't lying. That shit, you could buy houses in Montgomery, Alabama for $500. Land bank. Your celebrities sold you out for money. Your civil rights to them wasn't enough. Now you're listening to them about something that even their pockets can't influence. Yep. Bro, I'm not the one you're speaking of, LOL. Oh, my bad. Shit, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Merc, my bad, man. Shit. I'm just skimming down. I didn't memorize the name. Latinos were legally white until the 70s. Yep. Civil rights were written in a favor for everyone else. That's right. That's right. That's right, man. They about to let me tell you something. We ain't look here, bro. Trust me when I tell you that the hammer about to drop on that ass for black folks. Trust me when I tell you we about to suffer. Cause we don't know nothing but pain. That's all we know. Black folks don't know until you know what I'm saying? You got black people that'll be bragging on their child and how he got the nice car with the rims, even though he sell dope or some shit, until his ass wound up shot or in jail. Then they you know, praying, oh, my baby, my baby, my baby. Why the fuck when you saying something when he was selling? Because why? Because we don't understand shit but pain. See, when he shot or he locked up, now you care. But when he was selling dope, you didn't give a fuck. In fact, you was proud of him. You bragged on the fact that he was driving this expensive car. You bragged on the fact at the detriment of, you see what I'm saying? Pain. We don't understand shit but pain. You know what I'm saying? You got women out here that'll get on Instagram and show their ass and they pussy, and then they wind up pregnant with a motherfucker that ain't shit, that ain't gonna raise a child. Now they bitching about black fathers. Don't understand shit but pain. See what I'm saying? Don't want to do the shit that's supposed to be done until the shit hurt, till it's painful. That's us. Don't want to do what we supposed to do. I'm gonna tell you another story. Motherfuckers try to break up in somebody's house. Somebody shot and blew his ass away, killed him. And the mama on the news crying about my baby. What the fuck was you when this nigga was out here breaking up in people's houses when he was 10? The nigga stayed behind me. I know some dudes that stayed behind me that was trying to break in. They tried to break into our house. Then them niggas done make the news. And every time some shit happened, his mammy used to always be on the news crying about her baby. Didn't understand shit but pain. I'm saying one of them got caught, beat the nigga and put his ass in the hospital. Almost died, almost got beat to death. Got caught in a nigga trying to break in a nigga car. Nigga grabbed him and beat the shit, beat him within an inch of his life. He deserved it. I don't feel sorry for that nigga. See what I'm saying? This is the shit that black folks don't understand. Pain. That's all we want to see. Pain. So when Candace Owens, I'm sorry, Candace Owens brought that heat on that damn panel. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She was talking about the shit that you see on Black Manosphere. All those were Black Manosphere points she was dropping. People just don't, you don't look at it like, because it's not packaged the same way. It's packaged as, you know, Uncle Tom Coon, Candace Owens, because we listen to people like Tariq who don't like her for other reasons, right? Let me ask you guys something. What would it benefit the black community for black people to adopt conservatism? What would it benefit the black community? Can somebody answer me that? What would that do? You believe in Dharma? That's what keeps me here. Many don't believe in that anymore. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you, Neon. I don't know what Dharma, you mean karma? I don't know what Dharma is. I have to look that up. Candace is an intellectual. What would it benefit black people to gain, or should I say, adopt more conservative principles? Let's look at it for a second. Okay. Family, pro-family principles. So the family is important. Father being in the, being in the child's life. So women probably would not want to be with a man unless he's gonna really marry her and be a father and help raise his kids. That probably would benefit the black community. Would it not? Right? So that's one point, right? Candace is a race hustler. Okay. Candace is the race hustler. I don't know, guys. Black folks don't listen to her. Unless you tell my white can race hustler. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else. If we adopt the principles of small government, that's a conservative principle. What do you mean small government? Get rid of the social programs. Well, what would that do? Well, that'll give us, a better family structure, because women won't be able to just lean on Section 8 welfare, food stamps, TANF, all the different programs. You get rid of that shit. Now she gonna have to give some nigga some pussy that actually gonna pay some bills. A nigga that got a job, that has skills, that has a trade. You get where we're going. So that'll benefit the black community. Second Amendment, okay. That I think having a nice, strong Second Amendment is good for people to have guns. I think that deters crime. You won't have as much crime because it won't be as many single moms either. So a lot of that shit will actually go away with that. You see what I'm saying? I don't really see too many downsides to black conservatism. Lower taxes. So when I start a business, I get to keep more of my profit. I don't have to pay taxes to a system that hasn't really technically benefited me. So if I have to pay 5 cents or 10%, that would actually be better than for me to try to get out here and pay 30%, because I got to pay my fair share, as if, me making something where I got to pay 30% is fair when I ain't come from shit. You know what I'm saying? I told a dude that years ago that year I made all that money. You know how much I had to pay in taxes when I made $600,000? You know what I'm saying? Is that shit fair? $200 some thousand to the federal government. Of course, I didn't pay it all at once, but I'm just saying, this is the type of shit that you have to pay to the government. What the fuck did the government do? Where was the government when I was trying to get my first house off the ground? Did they cut me a check? Was I able to go to get some government program to do my first deal? No. I somehow am blessed with it to get to a certain circumstance or situation, and I had to come up off 30% of my damn money, and y'all call that fair? I hated Obama ass. I despised him because I thought that was low down. I was like, shoot, man, he let them damn tax cuts lapse. That shit, you have to pay for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Now, of course, by the end, I made my money in 2006. What I'm saying is, so I was able to pay, but I still had to pay a sizable amount because of the state and federal. I just don't think it's fair for the government to even hit me like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why is that not fair?
because the government didn't give me what it is I have. I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's fair? Government? 30%? You being funny. I be thinking y'all be wanting to get me all riled up. What's needed? Like, you really believe that? That people, that a guy who comes from the hood who has nothing, whose mom and parents didn't have any money, you go out, you do a deal, and you got to give 35% of your money to the government, and that's fair. Wow. So that means 65 cents on the dollar. That's all I'm making. Before I make any dime, I'm only getting 65 cents. It is fair. Wow. I don't think it's fair. See, this is what I'm talking about. And see, this is the thing. I think a lot of black people think it's fair because I ain't trying to be funny. This is not me trying to be arrogant or thinking like that. I think a lot of people have not made that kind of money. You don't know what the fuck I had to go to and go through to get to that type of money. The type of shit I had to work my ass off. You know what I'm saying? I bust my ass to get to that money. And then somebody who didn't have shit to do with it just comes up and just takes a third of it. And you think that shit is fair? If me and you do business, right? Then that's different. But you ain't got shit to do with it. The government didn't take no risks. They didn't put their fucking credit on the line. They wasn't out here doing the shit I had to do to get where the fuck I had to go. That shit took me years of hard work, discipline, and I got to get them motherfuckers 33%. And that shit fair? See, this is why the black community is where it is, right here. Because it's so many black people that got that give me a handout. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like that don't deserve none of my fucking money. Not a dime. Not a fucking dime do you deserve. You don't deserve it. Why the fuck should I get a government 33% of my money, 35%? That shit personal to me. I take that shit personal. Why the fuck do I need to give you 33% of my money? What the fuck did you do? How did the other citizens? So what? Because we got roads? Because we got roads that you take when I pay for gas now. I'm paying taxes on the roads. What the fuck? What benefits did I get? What, school? Oh, wait a minute, property taxes. What, you know what I'm saying? What benefit am I getting from this? The military? Oh, that comes from corporate tax. That you look at it's the exact same. They taking that fucking money and taking that shit to, I ain't even gonna try to go there for a second. It's called the Grace Commission. The federal income tax this is my personal property that I sold. That's mine. This called property rights. That's why they even supposedly founded America. See, and black people, we don't educate ourselves. We ignorant, and we think that the government owes us. We think that we supposed to just get shit from the government and don't educate ourselves and say, well, damn. See, this is why my ideology don't line up with a lot of black folks too. Because a lot of black folks think that they never expected. One guy told me that. She said, man, you ain't gonna ever be no millionaire, man. Why the fuck you care? This is how people think. You ain't gonna ever make no $1 million. Yeah, but I'm providing jobs. I'm doing something, which I did. I provided jobs for people. I actually did a lot in the community. I actually was able. Why the fuck do I gotta be penalized for that shit? You don't need it. How the hell you know what I need? How do you know? How do you know what I need? The effort, the energy that I gave. I don't believe that shit. 35%, that shit ain't right. See, this is the problem. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. The people that are real producers, they'll just get their ball and go home. They don't give a fuck. The person that suffers when y'all raise taxes like that to these ridiculous, ungodly amounts is the person that has no fucking skills, that has to be at the effect of others. The guy who has to ask for a job, that's who gonna suffer. The motherfucker that got money gonna fly off in his private helicopter. He gonna be straight. You the one gonna suffer, not the person that, see, this is the thing. Selfish, greed through government. See, and this is key right here, people. What you are looking at right now, I'm not reading the comments, I'm just walking. What you are looking at when you hear people say shit like that is someone who really believes that, and someone who's really greedy, and they act like government can't be greedy. I give you exhibit A. I mean, people are greedy in the government. Look at this shit, man. This is ridiculous. No government official. When I used to hear Obama make them little stupid ass comments, I used to get mad. I used to get mad as hell. Like, who the fuck Obama think he is? You didn't build that. You didn't build that. Like, shit. I built my fucking business. Everything I got, I built for my damn self. You know, I ain't take shit from nobody. Obama ass went out there giving me no check, wasn't giving me shit, didn't give me nothing. And then every time, and this is the thing, the government is taxing us and going. Because not only do they take money from our federal income tax, dude, do you understand they're taking over half our fucking money? We are slaves to the federal. Go. I don't like going there, but let's do it. Dude, they already hitting us, even if you don't make that much money. If you make $35,000 a year, they getting a tax-free loan off your money with the income tax, right? Over half, in fact, over half of the black community don't pay no fucking taxes anyway. Over half. So you talking about of black people that don't even pay federal taxes. Only people that are taxpayers really feel the brunt of this shit. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people that are taxpayers are the ones that's gonna have a little bit more fiscal responsibility, because if you cutting checks and shit like that, you're gonna be upset. You see what I'm saying? That's real. That's just like, I just think, man, when it comes to a lot of black people, which is illegal. Exactly. The Supreme Court said that taking taxes from somebody's labor is illegal. When you go and work for something, it is considered your private property. This is what the Supreme Court said, 1913. Facts. You know what I'm saying? People, they stealing from us. And they got us so dumbed down, we don't even know that it's our God-given right to this money. This is our money. They ain't got no business taking this shit from us. Imagine if they didn't take no taxes out your check and you make $35,000 and you brought home $700 a week. How would that feel? Huh? Over 700. Or right at it. You know what I'm saying? You bring home $697, whatever it is, a month, a week. You bring that shit home every Friday. You know what I'm saying? What would it feel like somebody pay you $52,000 a year and you make $1,000 every 2 weeks? You get a $2,000 check. Oh, $52,000. I know people that make $70,000 and don't bring home $2,000. You see what I'm saying? And they making 70. They bring home like $1,900 with taxes and all the shit because they single with no kids. That shit, I'm telling you, they raping the fuck out of people. We don't know no better. We think that this is normal. No, the government is our tentacles. The government has tentacles that extract shit out of you. There's an ocean of money going from us to the Royal Bank of England every Friday on payday. You better believe it. They take that shit from us illegally. I don't think it's right. So I'm sorry. Black people can stand a dose of conservatism. Black people need to be more. We are conservative already, because all the shit I just named, we already agree with. Most 90% of y'all already conservative anyway. Most people don't want the government taking it. Black people are some of the most conservative people when it comes to their damn pay. They don't want to get a government shit. Black people do not want to give up a damn thing to the federal government. You know what I'm saying? Black people like, fuck that shit. I ain't getting them nothing. Now, it's fair for me to come up off $200,000, because why the fuck? That ain't fair. Fuck that shit, man. You got to pay that. By the time I did everything, man, I only kept like less than half. I kept less than half that money, man, that I actually lived off that year. Less than half of that money. I had a white guy that actually helped me. I had an account. I had one of Dave Ramsey's accounts. Thank God. I would have really been fucked up in the taxes. He found all my shit, had me looking good. You know what I'm saying? On paper. But if I ain't hired that dude, I'd have been fucked up. You damn right I believe in Swiss banking. Fuck it. Keep that money. Look here, man. I'm going to tell y'all some real shit. Fuck the government. Take as much as you can and get. If I could do. There was a book I read way back years ago at the bookstore about how to start your own bank in the Cayman Islands. Y'all need to look into. I don't know if they changed it after 9/11, but you need to look into that. Because that's damn right you need to be able to start your own bank. You need to be able to control your fucking money. You know, the government has no rights. They have no right to your money. Half the reason black people can't get ahead is because of the damn federal government. Over half. When it comes to, and you know what I'm saying? When it comes to us, as far as the obstacles that we have, your education, your paycheck, everything you get, the government has their tentacles in all sucking out 30% of your check before you even see it. Come on, man, that shit ain't right. They taking shit from you. That shit is illegal. They not supposed to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Elliot Carter. We were Republicans back then. But I'm just saying that shit is illegal, man. They not supposed to be. And that's why you see the remnants of it to this day in the black community, that we were once Republican. Because we more conservative than any other segment of the damn population. We very conservative. We don't really embrace that LGBT bullshit. We don't embrace a lot of these damn principles that the Democrat Party stands for. We don't. When I say conservative now, what are you trying to conserve? Like that's a real deep question. It's really not. I just told you. Small government, pro-family principles. You know what I'm saying? School choice, independent freedom to go to wherever you want to take your child to school, you should be able to take them. And me telling black people that actually is considered offensive. Let me tell you why. Because the school union, the teachers union, is the most powerful lobby in Washington. And what they've done is they've gotten into Washington and told black people, told the black Democrats at the caucus to make sure that you keep these niggas away from that school choice shit because the union won't support me in my reelection. See how that shit work? So what happens is they make sure your child have to go to that fucked up school they go to. See what I'm saying? That ain't conservative. That's not freedom. You know what I'm saying? That's not freedom. Freedom is wherever you feel like as a parent, your child can go, they can go. That's freedom. Individual freedom and choice. Individuals, freedom. That's what it is. Black people are actually pro-life more so than other segments of the population. What's your issue with her again? Because she challenges black people to take accountability while most so-called black leaders only want to blame others. Facts. I like Candace Owens. I don't have no problem with her. I didn't have no problem with the sister. I think the sister spoke some real fire. That's what I think. I think on that panel, that Revolt Summit 2019, whatever it was, she did her thing, man. She actually held herself up against 4 or 5 people. She did a damn good job. That's why parents need to make enough money to take their kids to private school. Exactly. Why? I'm trying to buy some property now, but them property taxes looking damn high. Exactly. Shit, I got to go pay $800 to the city of Atlanta right now for my house. $800 damn for a house. For what? What did the government do to help me where I got to pay them $800? Now that pays for our education system. See what I'm saying? That's what that's doing. That's what it's paying for. Otherwise, they'll put a lien on my fucking house and take my shit. Y'all ain't letting you take my house. I'm just saying. Sucks to pay taxes that kids can get a breakfast club indoctrination. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You pay your taxes and then you go and get indoctrinated in these whack ass schools. But property taxes are high in Jersey, about the same as rent. Shit. I don't see how y'all live up north. I can't do that shit. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Fuck that shit. It's a myriad of reasons why I can't fuck north. I fuck with people from up north. I ain't got nothing against black people. I'm just talking about the way shit is, the education system, the way shit, man, hell no. And then the weather, I can't fuck with it. It's hot in the south, and y'all might be 75 degrees, that's cool, but shit, when shit get cold around November, y'all be freezing. I can't do it. Like I told you earlier, she's race hustling. Okay. Well, I would think Candace Owens is less of a race hustler than the actual other people that were on that panel. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because black people at the other people, the $12,000 for taxes? $12,000 for property taxes? That's fucking ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man. $12,000? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That means you can't, if you black and you live in those certain areas up there, if you make $100,000 a year, 12% of your income is just to pay property taxes. That's ridiculous. That's why I promoted UBS and I attend their conferences regularly. Okay, I don't know who UBS is. Who is UBS, Neon Eyes? But guys, you got to look at it, man. A lot of the shit that we face, a lot of the things that we face or about to face, I don't disagree with being socially conservative or fiscally conservative. Fiscally, socially, where's conservatism a problem? I think fiscal conservatism would have got rid of some of these social programs that destroyed the black family. I don't think nobody can argue that being the social programs destroy our families. Fiscal, financially, whatever you call them, financial problems, social problems, however, depends on what you mean social and fiscal. So I think an investment banking corporation. Okay, okay, UBS. What about reparations? Shit, I'm for reparations. Reparations is old. Like that shit. That shit is written in stone. You can't change that, man. I mean, that's one thing. It's one thing to say that what can help black people. Is another thing to say what the fuck you done did. You know what I'm saying? And how they could help contribute to the situation of black folks. So I'm all for reparations. I'm gonna be for reparations. That shit there, that shit that's still stone. You can't take that away. You know what I'm saying? The Republican Party doesn't agree with reparations. Some of them, most of them don't. Most of them don't. They don't. I agree. They don't. But neither do the Democrats. Shit, you act like the Democrats are for reparations. None of them are for reparations, dog. The Congressional Black Caucus, they don't do that shit. They don't fuck with. So did somebody tell you that the Democrats are for reparations? Really? I ain't never heard that. True, we were forced to conserve resources before social program. That's it. I think black folks have been kind of like subjugated to a level of thinking that I think really hurt and hinders us. Just about everything that a lot of people would think was counterintuitive, everything that they were booing Candace Owens for actually would help them. Can I get some more likes? Everything they booed her for was actually beneficial. Reparations without financial literacy and discipline is just a corporate payday. Nike, Gucci, Fendi, stocks will skyrocket. Sad but true. Yes and no. I'm gonna tell you like this. Depends on what your form of reparations is. I mean, if you cut a check, I don't even think that's a problem. I think I'm gonna tell you like this. If they cut a check, yeah, it's a lot of dumb niggas that go get their money to white folks. Right? It is. That's true. And there's a lot of brothers out there who will take that money and start businesses. They will take that money and do something with it. If it's just $100,000, that's something that black folks can take and move in a direction of empowerment. A lot of black people would take that $100,000 and do a lot of shit with it. I ain't give me my check. Fuck that shit. Give me my check and let me fuck it up then. If I'm gonna fuck my money up, let me fuck it up. I ain't finna don't let them tell us that, yeah, man, black people too stupid. Shit. Give me my money, let me fuck up then. Let's see. Hold on. Both parties offer reparations. They just call it subsidies. Okay. All right. Well, I guess if you look at it like that, then I'm talking about directly for slavery. That's what I'm talking about. We have the wrong classifications. Black's law dictionary says persons are fictional. Black equals civilly dead in the eyes of the law. We have to recognize our status, and this start. Okay. Well, let's see. Like the Patrice O'Neal reparations, pay no federal taxes. I mean, that would be a beginning. Reparations will be the welfare system of the future. Okay, reparations would be acceptable if it made us tax-free. You mean the more powerful than the oil lobby, banking lobby former? Nah, bro. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. I'm not the most guy, but I think that the NEA is the teachers union is if not the most, is one of the most. But I heard that the teachers union is the most powerful. You know what I'm saying? They don't mean they make more money, but the teachers union, when it comes to power, that means influence. It's not necessarily just, you can talk about oil too. So I have to look into that and we'll see. Let them do that. Life will teach them a lesson. Yep. Pay me what you owe. Don't worry about my habits. Thank you, Elliot Carter. That's what I'm talking about. Debt that is owed from the fault of the government. Track. True. Let's see. True. We need power. Just like what was said earlier, we said about Patrice O'Neal's idea. I think a nuanced approach to reparations is warranted. I think education can be a part. I know people don't want to hear that, but you know why we don't want to hear it? Candace Owens dropped it. She said they went into 5 schools in Baltimore and couldn't find one black boy that was at a basic functioning at a basic literacy level. And we talking about white supremacy. And we got one black chick, they couldn't find one. That's it. Build Black Wall Street to dry or die. You get used to the cold. Well, hey, hey, it is what it is. What's good with you, Mar? Oh, what's up, Marvin? I saw you. Hit me up later on, man. Hit me up. By saying you're black, their courtrooms have no reason to recognize us. Bro, I don't even get into the weeds with that shit, man. I really don't give a fuck. I'm talking to us as in general. I don't get into the legal shit with, the Moorish Science Temple shit. I really don't get into that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what it is. You can call yourself whatever the fuck you want to call you. They know what you are. You can call yourself Native American if you want to. Whatever you want to call yourself. That shit still ain't gonna change unless you start changing it yourself. That's what I believe. It ain't some legal status we gotta get, and then that's gonna fix our problems. Because it didn't work for Corin Gaines when they shot our ass. When they locked talking about she was driving and she was traveling and she wasn't operating a motor vehicle, she was traveling. She tried that Moorish Science Temple shit. That shit ain't work. You white folks, it ain't that simple to me to just make up follow some legal step and then that's it. And they ain't like they won't change that shit. Or they won't just say, I don't give a fuck what you are legally. You a nigga, I see you, I'm gonna shoot you. And I'm gonna use you to get off. That's what's gonna happen. So I don't, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That natural man shit will get you killed. I'm not on the more stand thing, bro. I'm just talking about learning the game. Okay, bro. Hit me up. Shit, I mean, hey, teach me something. I don't know everything. Hit me up. I'm just a guy on YouTube talking shit, man. On this lunch break. Real talk. I don't see that shit like that. I don't think that just because we say our legal status is because we're classified as black, I don't have to say black. We can say people been saying African American. People been saying you got people that think there's whatever. It don't make no difference what our status is. I don't think the status argument is enough grounds to fix it. That's all I'm saying. I was the only black dude in my business class. Le'Veon Russell. No, no Le'Veon. I went to Tuskegee. I don't know him though. I know Frank Williams played for the Ravens. I know him. Let's see. I was on the black dude in the building class. They ain't cause, but it's part of the problem. White folks make break rules, unfortunately. Worry about what works. That's mastering business. Yep. Kids need men in their lives. That's where it all begins. Yep. Anti-fresh. Yep. That's it. Mastering business. We all agree. We must master. Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's a fact. I agree with that. Right. They not either. Black people was in a race. We would win the consumer of consumer award of every year. Yeah, we would. Right. The Constitution don't apply to us. Okay. Correct your status. Been pro-black scam for years. I mean, like I said, I don't. Like I said, I just don't see that as something that's even. I mean, they see you as what you are, but I mean, hey, I'm gonna let the brother explain it himself. I'd rather he get a fair chance. Maybe it's something he know I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen it work. That's just me. I haven't seen that ideology work. I have seen people get scammed trying about changing their status and all that, but hey, maybe he knows something I don't know. We have to stop competing and just create more. Everything we live off was created by us. Okay. What do you think of Jesse Lee Peterson? I think Jesse Lee Peterson is I hate to use this word. He's a coon. Jesse Lee Peterson does a lot of stupid stuff. And he does a lot of gotcha shit. Like he do shit for the shock value of it instead of really having a good, tangible, substantive conversation. He say a lot of dumb shit. And he makes Christians look stupid. Like with some of the stuff he said, I'll be like, man, what are you talking about? He make a lot of dumb points. He just does, man. He's a pro. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. You talk about that every time. That's why I subscribe to you. You care about what works. That's inventing and invest. Thanks, brother. Thanks. I appreciate it. Pro blacks sell correct your status paperwork for thousands of dollars. Oh, damn. The JLP is a great troll. Really? Who is JLP? I don't even know who that is. Uh, yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson's a fool, man, a buffoon. I'm sorry. I seen that guy do some ignorant stuff. Like he just do points, and I'll be like, bro, you got like. And then he tries to ignore. He ignores blatant shit. That it's like, okay, that's racism. Like, just go ahead and say it. You ain't got to be all. Well, I mean, that doesn't. He just said a lot. Then I hate the way he talks. It's on my nerves. And Jesse Lee Peterson does. He can't stand. I think Jesse Lee Peterson can't stand black women. Y'all think I'm playing? Go look up on Donahue. Jesse Lee Peterson was on Donahue way back in the late 80s. And he was on there with Shahrazad Ali. Go look at when he stood up. Go watch the whole Shahrazad Ali, the guide to loving a black woman with Shahrazad Ali interview. And watch it. He did it on Donahue and he was on was it Sally Jesse or Geraldo? He's on one of them. He stood up on both of them. I was like, look at Jesse Lee. And he was talking about black women. He was going at black women and talking about single moms, which I agree with the single mom argument. But he was listening to him. Yeah. So when you see him today, I'm like, okay, who is this guy? Who was that? Is that the same guy or what? Oh, JLP. Okay. Yeah, he is. Jesse Lee Peterson has serious issues with black women. Donahue was best. Yeah, it was, man. Donahue, boy, Donahue was some serious shit, man. I used to love Donahue show. When I was a kid, you couldn't appreciate it because you just thought that was just normal television until we got all this reality shit today. And now it's like, damn, I miss Donahue. I miss talk shows where they dealt with real issues, not no damn Jerry Springer or, a small hat who pretty much helped demonize a lot of the images that people think of black people today comes from Jerry Springer. You know what I'm saying? But Donahue used to really get into a lot of deep issues, man. When he had Shahrazad Ali on there, man, that book was big. When that book came out in the late 80s, early 90s, when she brought that book out, man, that was a big deal. And there were women on there, and Shahrazad Ali was knocking them down. Like, she was killing them. This one big chick stood up. She was like, she was saying some shit. Shahrazad Ali, look at you now. Who y'all want, her or me? Look at her and look at me. Y'all like, oh, Shahrazad Ali ain't playing. And it was like, so you saying it's okay to hit a woman in the mouth? If you told women to hit women, told men to hit women, that shit is fiery. Go watch. You won't see nothing like that on TV today. You will not. Another one, Sister Soldier was on there. That damn Donahue was something serious, boy. Let's see. Donahue was amazing at 21. I remember I watched all his shows on YouTube, recording his episodes. Yep. Do you think that we as black men just need to raise our standards? We have to get our standards elevated to a point where we don't tolerate nonsense. We have to get more serious. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it like this. I think character-wise, the black community has a character issue. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I think because character speaks to your work ethic, character speaks to your refusal to accept responsibility for your actions. That's a character issue. Those are character issues. When you talk about a guy who literally had sex with a woman and sit up there and looked that woman in the face and said, I don't want the baby. And if she say, I want the child, and you literally will try to go to court to relinquish your rights to your own child, something's wrong with you. I don't give a fuck how I feel about you. This is my child. That's how I feel about it. And the fact that I would be called a simp and shamed for even telling black men to raise their children is something viewed as a simpish way of thinking. Think about that for a second. That's a character issue. When I tell you, hey man, they went to 5 schools and couldn't find one kid that read at the literacy level he was supposed to read at, and you call that racism, white supremacy, and say, no, he didn't. His parents ain't really instilling certain points. I don't expect the teacher to teach my child. I'm the teacher. The teacher just assists me as the parent. The parents teach character. Everything I'm talking about right now is character. Right now, that is a character issue that we need to address. None of the stuff I'm talking about is going to change for black folks until we do that. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect now all that schools you can send your child to, and it just so happens that the teachers are so good that your child will come out and reading that and doing great. Yeah, but unless you got the money or unless you just blessed enough to get one of those types of teachers, because I had a few of them, even though I was in a black school, teachers that were like award-winning teachers. I had a few. Miss Holton, Rhonda Holton, that was her name. She was a hell of a teacher. I had Mr. Mange when I was in community college. This guy was a Western civilization teacher. This guy taught me so much stuff about church history and about just the whole history of this dude was unbiased. He knew every subject. I had science teachers, Mr. Mann. Mr. Mann taught me science. He taught me biology. This guy taught me so. I'm talking about when I say taught, I mean from the rooter to the tutor of everything. This dude understood science like you wouldn't believe. Black dude. I remember that guy. Hell of a teacher. And I love science. I actually love science. So I actually gravitated toward this dude. He was supposed to have been hard. I was like, how's he hard? This Mr. Man easy. You crazy, man. Everybody was scared to take his class. I would go in the front and sit and get sucked into his lectures. And me and him were just because I love science. I would sit there and be sucked into the lectures and be watching and listening to this dude. And he'd be talking about everything, man. From chemical, he started with chemical reactions. He did chemistry all the way up through the plants, human anatomy, physiology, everything. He was real deep. See, this is the type of stuff I liked. So because I liked it, I wanted it. So I soaked it up. But you can't assume that that's the type of teacher that your child is going to have. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I'm sorry, I think the black community has a character issue. It does. Because we don't see, we see communities without these character flaws and we see they flourish. This is the elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about. And Candace Owens was talking about that elephant in the room. And they booed her for it when she was on that panel, but that sister was talking about the elephant in the room. Apathy and laziness when it comes to academics. Is this not factual? Is this not true that she can sit there and say that you can't, if you go through 3 schools and can't find one that can read at grade level, she said 5, I'm sorry, 5 schools. They couldn't find one that read at grade level. That's a problem. That's a problem. You see what I'm saying? If you find my son, and my son, they say he can't read to grade level, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm taking his ass over to a community college somewhere. I'm gonna spend some money. And I'm gonna spend my time. It's either gonna be me or somebody. His ass is gonna sit there, he gonna learn, and I'm gonna make damn sure he reading at 2-3 levels higher than what he at by the time they test him next year. This is what parenting is for. You see what I'm saying? It's work, it's labor intensive. That's what it is to raise a child. You raise good children, you will fix the community. I kid you not. If we raise good children we raise people right in our community, it will fix the overwhelming majority of our problems. I believe that. Black people just care about the bag. The bag, yep. We live in different caste systems. We have progressive and non-progressives. Us as men, we have to create a new trend. And like Sub-Zero says, it starts at home. Yep, thank you. Black people lack identity. The average black man is incapable of operating alone if they have to. True. Says if we have, look, guys, let me say this, man. When it comes to the black situation in America, it's 2 things we can pretty much guarantee. It's not going to change and no one's going to help us. So, it's time out for pity. It's time out for even the political system. Because all those celebrities was talking about voting. Because they know these politicians. Killer Mike knows, and he's an actual friend of Bernie Sanders. He's a friend of Bernie Sanders. So yeah, Killer Mike gonna say so. You can't trust what Killer Mike got to say. He's a friend. That's his homeboy. He sits and has lunch with this guy. This is politics. I don't give a fuck about that. I think you actually he's been compromised, if you ask me. Just the fact that he's friends with him. I think, guys, we cannot in any, uncertain terms take for granted our situation. Right? We do take for granted where we are, what we have at our disposal. and what we need to do. I do think it starts with us as men. That's why I hold men at a higher standard. I hold men responsible for the condition of the community, even though we're in a matriarchy. Because, right, I think one, it starts with having standards as men, saying, okay, I don't want this, I don't want that. But how many brothers go right now on Instagram? See how many brothers on there putting out, licking tongue faces because they see a woman with her pussy out. How much thirsty ass niggas out here rewarding women for that fuck shit instead of wanting women to be chaste and not be out here showing their ass. Because most of these motherfuckers, just to get to some pussy that look like that is on Instagram, half of them. So, they'd rather see it on Instagram and like it or go to a strip club and look at it. That's it. So the standards are lower. You know what I'm saying? And then we got another group of people that see us as a city with no walls. We don't have any defenses. So what they do is they come in, the small hats do, and they do all types of social engineering and do all types of shit that hurts us, man. But I'm sorry, I think we have a character problem that needs to be fixed and addressed. And the best way to do that is to first acknowledge, the shortcomings. If you're not going to do that, then you're not going to really get to the crux of the matter. You know what I'm saying? You're just not. So it's on you. It's on us, man. Killer Mike was buck dancing for Bernie Sanders in 2016, but in 2019 he's saying kill the master. What? That was just for that little panel, man. He'll be back out there campaigning. Don't. He got to say what he got to say on that panel to look like he cool. That's just how he is. First, Mike is rich and wealthy. He got to be all right. Yeah, I've been voting. I've been stopped voting because none of these candidates are talking. Yeah, none of the candidates. My brother has accepted that all his kids are learning disability because the school said so. He accepted it? How do they function? Do they function normally, socially? Because if they do, then chances are there's just another way they can be taught. It's not, if you'll have a black kid, like I went to school with guys that were considered retarded, right? Some of them were. And those guys were some of the most intelligent kids if you sat and talked. See, I was too young to understand this shit. Guys, we had like D-Mad, Juju. These guys, half these guys are dead in jail. Got life like MacArthur Harris. MacArthur Harris was like a grown-ass man. And he was in elementary. 6'2", you know what I'm saying? Deep voice, that's how he was. But this dude used to talk about stuff. These dudes were considered retarded. And it wasn't that. A lot of times teachers didn't want to deal with them. A lot of times they didn't have no father at home to put no foot up their ass and grab them and choke the shit out of them because sometimes that's what them kids needed. See, let me tell y'all, boy, let me tell you something about us. Once I got about 5'10", my mom's about 5'10". Once I got about 5'10", I started feeling out what shit she could do with me. I still respected her because my mom will go to the nth degree with shit, man. She don't play. But I didn't feel like there was anything she could do to me physically. I didn't. She would hit me, punch me. I'd be like, all right. Like she'd punch me. She never punched me in my face, but she might hit me on my chest or on my arm or something. I'm like, all right. And one time she got me, I was just flexing up, like, go ahead, hit me, and she would hit me and I'd be all rock hard. And she was mad as hell. Oh, you trying to buck up, because I got older. You need that dad, your father. Who my dad wasn't about 5'8", but he's a scared of me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I got like 19 where I felt like, okay, I ain't worried about that. But it took by then they had done their job. It did what it was supposed to. The purpose it was accomplished. See what I'm saying? Ladies, this is why you need a father. This is why you need the dad, because you don't know this right now. The baby's cute and lovable. When he get about 8, 9, 10, he ain't gonna be that way no more. And you're gonna need that man to grab him, slang him up against the wall once or twice, and put the fear of God in it. You got to do that. And see, women, y'all ain't strong enough, most of y'all. You just ain't. Once a kid get about 13, 14, he could probably take the average woman. I'm just being straight up. Like, he's not looking at you like, if he 13 and got any type of fit, now, if he still look like a little toddler at 13, some kids, but if he growing, I was 5'10" at 13, you shit. You know, by the time I was 15, 16, I was 6'2", 6'1". I was through growing then. I was skinny, but I was big. You know what I'm saying? For my size compared. My mom was slender too, so it wasn't like I felt like she gonna whoop my ass physically. You need a man. Men do a lot of things for kids that goes unnoticed, goes unappreciated. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of shit a man can do for a child that a woman can't. You know what I'm saying? So you need that man. So yeah, they can't control them. They can't control their boys. They don't know that shit though. So you need that went and not letting them let the dad been there. The child come around at 14. He like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to this guy. He wasn't there for me when I was this. He wasn't there for me when I was that. He was, you know. And the mom might have said some things a couple of times that he didn't do this, he didn't do that. See, this is where I disagree with some YouTubers who feel like I'm gonna let my child come around when she 2022 or he 2022, and then I'm gonna tell them the truth. Okay, so you're gonna let this woman raise them, you know, be there when they sick, iron their clothes, take them like it's something to be said when a child has been raised by somebody. You see what I'm saying? That person's gonna get way more respect than you who set out didn't do shit, and then you think, well, man, I want to come around to see your mom. No, fuck that. You need to be way more assertive as a father. That's just how I am. I'm not gonna let shit. See, sometimes we as black men, we let life just happen. We let shit come to us. Well, man, what am I supposed to do, man? This bitch, when she got the legal system, she got this. Okay, well, shit. I mean, you can't afford it. No, I can't do it. I can't. Man, whatever. I don't believe that. I don't think everybody's fighting as hard as they can be. I know guys who are content and happy being single and having just sending their little $300 a month. That's it. They'd rather do that and stay the fuck out their child life. Don't have nothing to do with them. They don't know nothing about their children. They don't know their children's favorite color. They don't know what they like to watch on TV. They don't know nothing. Sometimes raising a child is you have to be a sir. Don't let shit happen to you. You make shit happen. You be that force. That's how I'm trying to raise my son. You happen to life. Don't let life happen to you. You know what I'm saying? You hit shit like you hit shit with the ground with a force. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to become a force. Like you make shit happen. You control and bend this shit to your will. You don't let this woman tell you you ain't gonna be able to raise your damn child. Shit. That ain't finna happen. I'm gonna find a way. If I had to give blood, if I had to work 2 or 3 jobs, I'm gonna do it. If I had to get 3 hours of sleep a day, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna be a father. That's something we need to make. See, when I talk about character, these are certain principles that I'm talking about. Y'all have a good one. I gotta get my ass upstairs.